We are in a culture where criticizing something, quickly passing judgment on something, and artificial outrage over something by way of commentary, by way of cynicism and criticism and foul language has become it's like an everyday activity. We say things that don't need to be said. We express hatred that doesn't need to be expressed. There's something meaningful to be said about amr bil ma'ruf and nahi anil munkar, to enforce and to encourage and to speak out for something good or to speak out against something evil. And there's a way to do that. But the way you and I both know, the way that most of us are engaged, or what we're consuming in the world of commentary, virtually on any platform, right? Because everybody has a voice now, everybody's publishing their opinion. All of it is there's so much fluff. And there's so much going in the opposite direction from what Allah taught. And every one of those things damages our soul. It damages our heart, that we become so invested in the endless need to pass opinion on everyone and everything, and to quickly rush to fight someone who doesn't share our opinion. How are we ever going to be in a position of the people that Allah was talking to in this ayah, when two groups actually fight, when two parties actually have a conflict? The rest of you should be a source of making peace. The rest of you should make things right. We are either consumers of something wrong, or we're perpetuating something wrong on top of that, feeding into the conflict. A video online becomes more interesting if it's criticizing someone. That garners more views. That's more, it's more, oh my God, you know what this one said about that? Oh, that's awesome. I wonder how they responded. Let me check. You have time for that? And you want to feed into that conflict? How is that you making things better? How is that me making things better? There are manners that this religion has taught us, and those manners apply to how you and I carry ourselves at home, how you and I carry ourselves at work, and also how you and I carry ourselves online. Because that's kind of become a part of life, isn't it? Our interactions, our engagement with the outside world, a big part of that is now on our devices. This is how we engage the world. And when we engage that world, we forget that those principles that apply in every situation apply here too. Apply in the comment box too. They apply in, our response to different things that we consume. And when Allah says, إِن جَاءَكُمْ فَاسِقٌ بِنَبَإٍ فَتَبَيَّنُوا, if corrupt news source comes to you, verify it. If you don't have a means of verifying it, leave it. مِنْ حُسْنِ إِسْلَامِ الْمَرْءِ تَرْكُهُ مَا لَا يَعْنِيهِ. Rasul says the beauty of the Islam of a person is they leave things that aren't concerning them. If it doesn't concern you, you leave it. Now, just forget that I'm criticizing you. I'll criticize myself, you, everybody on this. Let's take an honest stock. What are we consuming on a daily basis that's actually concerning us personally? That actually benefits us in some way? That actually wards harm away from us in some way? We are now accustomed to taking in junk. Just like when it comes to junk food, we're taking in junk information, junk media, junk news, constantly. And we're addicted to it now. We're addicted to that. And we think that has no impact on our connection to Allah. Because when you're constantly criticizing and enraged and commenting, and your tongue and your heart are involved in that, well, that tongue and the heart deserve something much more softening, because all of those things harden the heart. All of those things make you a rougher person on the outside. All of those things train you to give not the benefit of the doubt, but assume the worst about people. And all of those things make you defensive. Everybody else is bad, therefore, even if you don't say it, I'm the best. I'm right, everybody else is wrong. You carry that assumption. Where did humility go? How are we going to carry this most important principle of our religion, humility? Where is the ability to take good advice? Where did that go? Where is covering the fault of a believer? Where did that go? Where is giving somebody loving advice at the right time in the right way? Where did that go? Where did respect for the elder go? Where did honor for a Muslim go? Where did honoring a stranger go? Where did the right of the neighbor? Where did all of that go? Where did it go? How do we allow ourselves to erase all of that in the way that we carry ourselves most of the day? You see people live lonely lives, right? Mom's working, mom's busy, dad's busy, everybody's doing their own thing. So your world has become this. This is where you engage people, right? And you think, well, I'm not doing anything bad. I'm just here. No, you can do plenty of bad here. This will go straight here and start staining you on the inside. Allah said previously, before this ayah, I mentioned this to you already. He said, وَلَكِنَّ اللَّهَ حَبَّبَ إِلَيْكُمُ الْإِيمَانَ وَزَيَّنَهُ فِي قُلُوبِكُم. It's strategically placed. He said He made faith beloved to you and beautified it in your hearts. And then He talks about this subject. Why? Because this is the thing that will take the love of your faith away. And it will take the beauty of your faith away from your heart and my heart. Let's protect it. Let's consume ourselves with something that actually matters. You know, there's a need to have outcry. And there are some things that deserve an outcry, but an outcry that will bring about change. Let's think seriously about that. How do we bring about change? How do we constructively bring about change? What are we producing? What are we doing that makes a real positive difference? Ask yourself, forget looking at anybody else. I don't need to criticize anybody and what they're doing and what they should be doing. And I look at me, you look at yourself. Look at myself and say, what did I do today that creates some more good around me for myself and for others? What did I say today that adds to goodness in this world? How did I carry myself today that, reduces evil, reduces hatred, reduces assumptions, reduces animosity, and creates more of an environment for peace? Just in your world. Forget the planet. You can complain about the planet falling apart. How about your planet? How about your circle?